Hey guys, let us continue with the Inside Current Affairs quiz. So we are doing the June month's CMCQs and we'll do the IR part today. So the first fact is about the protocol to eliminate illicit trade in tobacco products. So this has been an act has been passed based on it. So this was enacted based on WHO's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control. India has also ratified this particular convention. Okay, now the next fact is about the Commonwealth of Nations. So there are 54 member states are there, and former territories of Britain were all its members, like former colonies were mostly the members of this particular organization. Originally it was formed through Balfour Declaration in 1926, whereas currently it has been re-established under the London Declaration of 1949. Now the current head was Elizabeth II. And the next fact is about the FCRA 2020. It transferred only 2%. So according to this particular Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, amount can be transferred only to the registered person, and also the transaction can be done only under the SBI account in New Delhi branch. And the next fact we have to know is that center has decreased the administrative expense of such NGOs receiving foreign contribution from 50% to 20%. So earlier 50%, now only 20% can be received. And the next fact is about the SDG 10. SDG 10 talks about reduced inequality. And we have to know about Black Swan event. What is that? This is a kind of rare, unpredictable event that comes as a surprise, and it has significant impact on the society. So when asked about the COVID-19, whether COVID-19 is a black swan event, Taleb, he said that COVID-19 is a white swan event. It is the failure of administration and the companies to in case of prevention and also in case of treatment. It is the failure of the state, because he said the COVID-19 kind of pandemic was very much predictable. So it is a white swan event, not a black swan event. And the next fact is about the Title 9. As per the US law, Title 9 is related to gender equity in athletics basically, and also helps in preventing the sexual harassment on campuses, mainly the educational campuses. And the next fact is about the WTO's Agreement on Agriculture, AOA. It will help in removing the trade barrier and promote the transparent market access. It came into force on the year 1995, the very year WTO came. Before it was called GATT, right? And the last fact in IR is about the global antimicrobial resistance and use surveillance system, shortly called as GLASS. So this is the first global collaborative effort against the AMR disease, and it's launched by WHO. And it will implement. We have to implement the surveillance standard based on nation's priority and also based on the available resources. So that's all in IR part. Now let's begin the next topic, which is history and art and culture. In which the first fact is about the Bhakti movement. It started in the 17th century in South India basically, and later it spread to North India in the 14th and 15th century only. And Nirguna sect in the Bhakti movement. So Kabir also belonged to this particular sect, and what is their philosophy or principle? They say God is universal and that God is formless. And the next fact is about the Baiko festival. So it is also known as Spring Festival. This has been celebrated at Assam by the Rabha community. And the next fact is about the Kira Bhavani temple. This temple is in Jammu and Kashmir. And the next fact is about the Ministry of Culture. It has launched first of its kind global summit on reimagining museums in India. So this particular summit was launched by the Ministry of Culture. Now, also we have to know that all the museum is not being managed by Ministry of Culture. There are other ministries are also involved in it. And the next fact we have to know is about the National Council of Science Museum. So this is an autonomous body. It comes under the Ministry of Culture. And the next fact is about the Apat Sahayeshwara temple. It's a 12th century temple. Where is it? It is in Tukachi near Kumbakonam, Tamil Nadu. And it is associated with Kulothunga first and Vikrama Chola and Kulothunga first. So what is the significance? It has a significant contribution in evolution of Chola art and architecture. So this was a major temple which was built during the time of Vikrama. And next fact is about the Sao Jao festival. So this is an annual Catholic festival celebrated in Goa. This is to denote basically the feast of Saint John. He's a Baptist. So that's all in history part. Now we'll do the agriculture part. In which the first fact is about urea. Urea, it is an artificial nitrogen. What is the efficiency? Efficiency of liquid nano urea is very high. For example, if the conventional urea has only 20 or 25% efficiency, then the liquid nano hydrogen has 85 to 90% efficiency, and it's being absorbed by the stomata in the upper surface of the leaf. And our Prime Minister Modi, he recently launched the first liquid nano urea plant at Kalol. So the next fact is about the MSP. CCEA. It is chaired by the Prime Minister. It recommends the CACP recommends the MSP price to CCEA, right? And the next fact is also about MSP. The MSP remains same throughout the country, and FCI, Food Corporation of India, 1965. This has been formed based on the recommendation of LK Jha committee. It includes cash plus labor expenditure. And what is this labor expenditure? It also includes the agri wage rate. And the next fact is about the Brazil. It is the largest sugar producer and also exporter of sugar. India is the second largest sugar producer. And we also have to know the WTO rules. It says the subsidy should not be more than 10% of the total value, government subsidies. And we also have to know about the loan worth rupees 3,000 crore is offered to the sugar mills by the Sugar Development Fund. So that's all in agri part. Now the next topic is defense. In defense, the first fact is about the India's Project 75-1. This is also known as conventional non-nuclear or diesel electric submarine. So as per this particular project, conventional submarines are being built domestically. Conventional submarines are something which is non-nuclear or diesel or electric, right? And AIP, that is Air Independence Propulsion, is being installed on the submarine for longer underwater endurance. And also the first program under Ministry of Defense is this India's Project 75. This is the first program under the new strategic partnership concept. It provides a level playing field to the private sectors. And the next fact is about the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. This is being developed by APJ Abdul Kalam. So what are the missiles which come under this particular program? Prithvi, Agni, Trishul, Akash, Nag, all these are developed under this program. So cruise and guided missile, they have constant speed and also deliver large warhead. And the next fact is about the MAC, Multi-Agency Center. What is this? This is a common counter-terrorism grid under the IB. Since 2001, post-Kargil, it was formed. After the Kargil, this MAC, which is a common counter-terrorism grid under IB. It also includes RA, armed forces, and similar forces, like there are 28 organizations involved in it. And the last fact for today is about the India has signed several logistic agreements with all the Quad countries. So that's all for today. Thank you.